that motherfucker. Oh. So I'm going to do all of Worcester. I've been thinking about that stuff. That was a Grand Central. Yeah, man, my mom lived up in that building, that big old tall building. There's a couple of them. She lived in that big old tall one. And then right in front of it and down a little bit is the Turtle Boy statue. That Turtle Boy gets his name from. That is that whole Worcester thing. Damn, when my dad, he went off to Zimbabwe in Africa and has to get an adopted family. That girl, she ends up going to Clark University in Worcester. It is, man. It's like they put me there, put my mom and me there. Damn, man, because that's the thing. To get that started, and that ain't just one thing, it's stuff's running. And they fucked up. That coyote I talked about. Like, her boyfriend type thing. Man, she wants to chew his arm off, right? Man, that was like a little bit flouty. It's like, it's time to, oh my God. She went to CIA boot camp, or whatever the fuck it is, their little bit of their thing, and because they fuck up. It's wherever Diane went, or there's some kind of thing, they get a little bit militant, and they fuck up. They tuck their chin in a little too much when they talk, and there's a certain thing, and a certain control, there's a certain kind of responsibility, and they fucked up, because you'll see it too. We had the Momo there too, and you know who that is. Damn, man, reminds me of my friend's brother too, the one that died in the car crash back in Carbondale. Damn, man. I don't want to, Jim. Remember when Spock does that? I don't want to. Oh man, yeah. I don't want to, Jim. They even did that once. He did that once. A rebellion. Damn, man, because that shit. And then also the fucking coyote, she's like fucking, some of the time it's like a little bit, it's their Dien Bien Phu, slow-mo, and they're not ever gonna know, but they know. Like, why aren't I knowing everything or something, or do I? Shit. That's what it is, too. Fuck. Yeah. Damn, man, they're putting up everything around. And like I said, they brought in, at one point, God, my soul, fuck, man, they had me up in that theater. Doing that job is really cool. And then I was like the janitor, and also all like, all the odd jobs, ma'am. Your horse off, father. I'm a roundhouse man. I once was your father. Like putting up the tables and doing stuff, and all this stuff. Damn. Just thinking front office and back office and whatever. Yeah, we're gonna take Susan's nose and nail it to the clipboard, right? She had that pointy nose. I even wonder, man, what is a pointy nose? That is so funny, man. It's good. Damn, man. Fuck yeah. Oh yeah, because she's scrambling so much. Fuck. They're doing it on purpose. She had her to go with her thing. They're working. They're just fucking running that shit. Little fucking scrambling. Even her own shit that did her part, maybe sold her out or something. That's the old connection. Whatever it is. Why did I come on, pass? You gotta do that. Damn, man. Yeah, that's what that is. She hated me, man. She had to dog me from that Carbondale shit, man. It's pretty good, right? Get to have a pet. Man. Yeah, she was like, I guess one of the stage managers, right? You got the two of those, and then one in charge. I mean, you got a third one that'd be in charge as production stage manager, right? So she'd always be a stage manager. One of the two, I think, something like that. God, man. Damn. God, maybe she was getting played, because... God, man, the Clark Kent boyfriend and stuff. Come on, man. One time I was gonna, she's fucking dog me. I asked if they had any Vaseline. Because I had to, put it on a light bulb to make it screw in, because they're always getting stuck. And they get jammed. And she's bitching, like, that's so bad. And then he, chimed in that, no, that's, like, actually what you're supposed to do. And the fact that he'd know that, or, like, he'd say it like it is a thing, not just like it makes sense. He had heard of it. The trivia. Because, one time, Brad, and then that's, costume guy. Man, the other dude, he seemed as dumb. Like that was an act, right? I always think he doesn't talk as much. He's like Penn and Teller, kind of. Like that was like, yeah, he's that dumb, right? Yeah. And then they ended up fucking moving into up the hill, on the top of the hill, up near the Benedictine monk that ran the thrift store where I'd been going. They go up way up that nice hill, up on top. And you go out to the hinterland. See, Worcester used to be a real place back in the 70s. All that shit, it was the place. It was a fucking place. All the bikers, everything. So it must have been everything. Damn, man. So that was, and they're still running the shit. When I was there back in 87, 88. And, yeah, she's CIA. I call it MI6, but that thing that, and they'll probably even like leave it. It's probably even just a fucking bait and trap or whatever. Lure bait, just keep it going. Because she get this frustration. It ain't fake, man. Scrambling around the ego. I mean. And so what? Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah. Or they're just faking. Yeah. Damn, man. And so, yeah, and they'll have that theater stuff. That'd be her. That'd be that garbage that has that greasy ass Louise Woodward stuff and Euro trash. How do I hear a term like that? I hear that from Tom, right? Later, Euro trash. Now, how do you even get? So you hear that? That's coming from Joe, of course. Again, how do you get that? Your complaint. It's because having to deal with like your MI6 and in actual fucking garbage that comes over. Like you wouldn't know there's garbage. It's just garbage, like Louise Woodward, right? Unless you have to be working with it or just around it. And yeah. So I guess those Les Miserables was going around. Sometimes I think I'd see a T-shirt with that or had been or whatever like that sort of things. And they can hang around that or. But then it was like the rent was going with when they had Louise Woodward finally up in Boston, and Louise Woodward was going to that. It's horror, and you guys would keep all the things open. Like I know the dad's. Oh God, man, I don't even want to say it, but you know what I mean. You have to always think of all the options. Man, he started crying on the stand. Oh, my tape recorder didn't work too. I was recording. I was so glad I didn't record that. So I only saw it once. My VCR just wasn't running. And yeah, that's their shit. Like, what else would it be? How do you get that garbage and all that theater without it being that? And you wouldn't know. And it's the Turtle Boys of Worcester. And then all that, Turtle Boys with all the court shit. It is that shit. And be like, I'm right with a motherfucker. It's like, you wouldn't know. Or actually, well, everyone would know. They're all up in that place. Damn, man. And to be, come and go. Not like a lot of people go, but it's like that. You get your little bit of a theater job. Man, they brought kids in at one point, or college age, like it was a thing, kids, upper middle class kids or whatever, from around. One was from near the Baltimore area, like I said, and he had been doing dust. He was all skinny, and he had done it. He talked about it. He does that Baltimore thing. There's one kid in Carbondale, young guy like that. He'd gone to Baltimore and does that, and they get weird. They're old before their time. They're bored by stuff and negative. Bored and just negative, man. And both of them. And the one would say like he could beat up anyone. He's all skinny. We'd call him Chicken Wing. Or he said, no, he told us that's his name. His nickname was Chicken Wing. Or Bone Wing. Chicken Wing or Bone Wing. Maybe Bone Wing. That was his thing. But he'd fuck someone up. He said it would like he'd have a broken bone and be hitting him with that. If his bone broke, it was that. It wouldn't stop. It's probably true too. Like back in Baltimore. Or going in. And they keep it. I get the feeling they keep it. Just from hearing those two cases. Like, they had that MI6 thing has it so it can go and fester and flare up, and maybe the other thing lets them keep it, because I think it would burn out otherwise. Somehow it can keep popping back up or something. Like, and that's right near Washington D.C. too, of course. Damn. And so I guess I was there for years. So in the last 6 months or something, they brought in these kids. They're like young people. Like, if you, instead of going to college, they take a year off and they go do internships. And so they brought a slew of them up there, and they did internships at the theater and at different other places. And so I'd start hanging out with them, and my brother hung out with them. I'll get to that. And they're all really cool. And they had their own house that was out somewhere. Yeah, go out toward that other down near the Science Museum. The Art Museum. And up in that courthouse, you go past all that, and then up out the street, up the. God, which way would that be? You go out to the outskirts. That used to be the place where to be all the bikers and stuff in the old days. I heard everything. It's nice. God, then you go way down those roads, you get to the Technical Institute, which is a major fucking thing. That's not a joke. So you have Clark University on one end, and then over this end you get the technical thing, whatever, which is a major fucking thing. Oh yeah, and that would make sense because of MIT in Boston. Like Brad said, I gotta go to MIT. I should be going there. One time, it's kind of weird. It doesn't fit with everything else anyway. It's kind of a lamentation. Like, how do I get so I'm so fucked? But it's also a thing. I think he's telling me. Damn, man, that dude's fuck. Yeah. Getting cramped in here, man. This would be a good video, right? Yes. And okay. Like, there. Oh, isn't that perfect? Yeah, so these kids, they came and they had this house they'd stay in. Later, the Foothills Theater went and they had bought a house and they would fix it up. Like down in that same neighborhood, too. So the shit will connect. And it's not just a quinky dink. The theater owned that whole house where actors and stuff could stay at. And people would go there. We actually all went there and painted and cleaned it one day, everyone from the theater. Something like that. It's like kind of... Okay, so, but anyway, those college age kids, they're all there. Some of them had been at the Grateful Dead, would travel around. There's certain ones, and they had a certain stuck up thing, and they ended up being nice later. They always had this weird thing. They may be too good. Then they realized it was cool or something, or at least at one point. I think they don't know. But it's all this weird shit. It's all this fake ass shit. They'd be all nice to us. It's too bad one kid was alcoholic. It's probably all genuine. Because he'd just start drinking and he'd black out. And he'd been like that before. And it's all too bad. He wasn't going to make it. They just do. He had a weird thing. At least they'd say that. It could be. I didn't really see him just doing that. Because it'd be the times he'd... Maybe. God, man. One time, like, I go over there all the time. My brother would. I'll get to that, how my brother was around. And one time I go in and they're all like looking at their pornography. They got guys that I had never seen that shit. Because it's got dudes in it. And it's like, fucking, man. Like, that's like kind of not misses the whole point. Like, there's a fucking thing. But, and they got it. And I sat there facing the whole group. I didn't like look at the TV. Because I want to talk about like, you know, what's going on in the newspaper or some shit and different shit. Because I'm not gonna fucking, you know, looking at that. They're fake. That's fake. Because, you know, it wouldn't be just, oh, it's at one time and it's gotta be like that bad, right? And they're doing that like that's as though that's okay or normal. It just happens to be in there. Damn. I wonder if anyone could be acting and stuff. God, there may be, man. Maybe this dude's so slick. This one dude that was like, because if anyone is, God, these days I'd know. One kid with a, God, this weird kind of autism thing. And this other guy could imitate him on the phone. So maybe they're like a little traveling circus, because that one kid, and he was just so autistic. And then the other kid once, young man, he's like, he says, hey, let's go in his room. We have nothing to do. So they go in, they look in his little box in his room. And it's, or wait, yeah, they can't get the lock on it. So, damn combination. So he calls up the school and he imitates that kid's voice and he says he needs a combination to the lock. So that's going to be fake, right? We're all there. It's like so funny. He's doing that and gets the box open, but that's fake, right? So they run as a group. That's got to be a fake out, right? Because it's too much. Maybe you missed a call once or twice. That's fake. So then the kid's fake. The whole thing's fake. They're faking us out, right? You got the Rainbow Gathering kids, and they'll go gather, whatever the shit, okay? Because that same kid is really cool. And he had the one girlfriend. So he could have actual intercourse. He had an activity. And she wasn't really good looking. They're all like weird in love and stuff. And it's all this fucking set up fake thing. So I could be off in another room. Everyone else is like, I'm not incel, I just play one on TV kind of zone, right? Which reminds me of the shit. They'll be like around me, like, yes, we're all incel. It's like, yeah. And like you just keep it going. Ken, Losis, just keep it going, man. Like, it's like that shit. I know this one motherfucker back in Boston. I mean, back in Carbondale. Damn, man. Oh, the gecko's over there. This gecko. And oh, is he gonna like run? Oh, he ran. You guys see it? He turns. He's all white because of the wall and stuff. He plans it out too. He knows the wall's white, so he's gonna be white. Okay. All those fuckers, they did that, didn't they? They did, man. They did. They did that lock. That's too much, right? Because it's like a funny memory, and for it to work, right? And like, oh yeah, they answer the phone. Oh yeah, he's got the voice so perfect. Oh yeah, that lady happens to be in the office and can go get the combination. It works out just right. And this kid just happens to be extra impressions. That'll be that thing. That'll be your Grateful Dead, like feds and shit. Okay, those would be like motherfuckers. Oh shit, that's Grateful Dead feds, all the motherfuckers. And so then you have to see on top of that they don't let them get shit, and they'll fucking already know, see that shit coming. So that's what that fucking was, man. Oh god, because you have the Grateful Dead kids and the shit, and then the way they switch over to nice, because they're the police. They're in the fucking, and they think, oh yes, he's a good little citizen. Fucking these others that are off to the side, because they have some motherfuckers. Yes, we're Grateful Dead. Yeah, we all don't. What it is, Grateful Dead kids, they don't they think everyone's an asshole. Like they're all fucking fake. Well, just because you have money or something. No, we got all burned out because we're traveling hippies and someone needs to share a tent. We just burned out from it. No, we're not hippies, like, because we know it's just gonna be an extra person in a tent in the car. We already burned out. And it's like they're fucking bullshit. And it's not. They're fucking lying, man. That was fucking the shit. That's the fucking feds, man. That's fed school. Oh shit. Shit, man. Motherfuckers. Okay, so you have one kid that he did lock with, like something, and he talks like this, and the guy's really cool. And he's faking it, man, right? And they go along right around with he'll get their money and shit that they get and stuff too. And they'll like off the side train people to get the money and they'll do this shit. So the one kid's alcoholic is just gonna make it, and they don't help him. And that's all this shit. But it's all work stuff. But the one kid is gonna have his thing. He came in one night, they said, and he was in a fucking so-called blackout, I guess. He's in zombie land. He comes and there's pots hanging on the wall and he pees in them, right? It seems like a toilet. And they're fucking lying, man. That's like that'd be the standard fucking Alcoholics Anonymous story. You know, coming from some true story, then every lying motherfucker or whatever you wanna get things. What's the worst thing you know, like he's spaced out. Or a guy that comes in the house and he can pee because like the body knows you're about to go to the bathroom, but it misses it where you have to get to the toilet. You wouldn't pee all down the street and you finally get to your fucking, your back door and your fucking wife's, maybe your wife's not there, but then, I'm not saying for me, I'm saying her. I didn't do that. Man, they're making that shit up. It's all fucking fake. They'll run the fucking AA meeting. So motherfucker, so that kid, that was a fucking fake. That's fake. Okay, and someone gives them license to be in there, to be the volunteer. So a couple of them were, only like 2 of them were theater volunteers. Or maybe 3. Something like that. Maybe 2, 3, 4. Maybe it was 4. And then there's some others, and they go to other places, like at the public radio station or regular radio station. They come visit the theater. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of it. Because the others will come visit. So they're all friendly, and I'm supposed to go around them. Fuck, my brother's supposed to go around them. There you go. That's the feds, man. Shit. Yeah, so that kid, I always felt bad for him. Motherfuckers. I felt, one time, Jonathan, you guys know who Jonathan is, alcoholic, Hare Krishna guy, and then, if anyone ever had fake face, and where I had heard about him. He used to be a regular guy. He had one girl's a girlfriend. She's on hook, wasn't she? They tore up Sasha Shiva's room once. That's either fake or not. Tearing apart thing. That's who knows what they say. But he'd come around. He'd walk. I see him walking by, and he looks. And one time he dropped his This is back in Boston, of course. Like went into the liquor store, and then he had bought a thing in the fucking. I guess it wasn't a full pint. It's half a pint. Maybe it was a full pint. It dropped out of his back pocket, or his back pocket had a hole or did something. And pump just broke the bottom of the thing and it leaked. And I felt so bad for him. But that was fake. He's doing that for me to see. That was a fucking setup. So like, it's more likely, right? Rather than I see all the tragic, right? So that's fucking motherfucker back in Boston, Jonathan, running that shit on me. Okay, so then he's probably not that bad. Okay, because like another way I know is because way later at the temple, like he'd come by once or twice because he's so damn like he's street alcohol. He's all the way bad. And he looks like crazy. He looks like a cartoon. This big giant. His face is giant. It's like probably all this rubber and plastic and shit. He's one of the early. And he had this other guy with him, a homeless guy. It ended up being really cool. So we're both up there up in the temple upstairs in a lounge, I guess you call it. You know, on the second floor facing the Commonwealth Ave. And my son, he has autism. So that must have been, he'd be 3, 4. Maybe 2000. Oh God, maybe 2001. 2. Maybe even just, it's early. No, maybe 3, 4. Maybe 2003-ish maybe. I don't know. I brought my son. And for some reason, he got really uptight that day. It's only the other time he got uptight. He was all uptight up there and bitchy. Because if they run undercover shit or there's some bullshit, he fucking knows. Because he'd pegged Dr. Gorin, who would try to kill him and shit. Over across from Children's Hospital. When he probably gave him that pneumonia. He gave him mycoplasma. And he gets that pneumococcal pneumonia. It's all from the motherfucker and leaving him to die and shit. That was, man. And Nikolai bit me there, my son. And Dr. Gorin said I'll get slapped in the face for that, something like that. After I told him, it's fucking weird. And it's like, and it's like, what the hell could that be? If it's anything normal, it's like Dr. Gorin being under stress, wishing we'd go away or anything like that, going crazy, right? Go, get out, right? And damn, the first time we saw him, Dr. Gorin. Okay, so back to the temple with Jonathan and his homeless guy friend they brought in. Nikolai was all get stressing up there. One other time he had hit the that glass thing. They ended up taking all the glass off that. They would have all the books and stuff. But he'd slapped it a few times because he got uptight. Because everyone was an undercover motherfucker. And actually some of the cool ones, but it's all uptight. He knows his shit, man. The uptight undercover motherfucker. And they're getting like, they may be the cool on the good side, but they're uptight undercover motherfucker. When everyone was up there, so he slapped it. And this other time, maybe it was that same day though. No, I don't think it was. Maybe. Damn, man, it's up taking longer. He was uptight, so he threw up. And it was like a lot of work. And then, so Jonathan, but Jonathan's friend, the homeless guy, was just stepped up and like helped me get all the towels and all great. He was so fucking cool. He's like a regular person. And it wasn't just like, oh, you're so nice, here's the saint. No, he's functional. Hands and arms can move and nerves work to get towels and can think about just what you need, this way, that way, a tip of water, and oh, it's okay. Because I had to hold my son because he has autism. It's hard to clean up, throw up at the same time or go to get anything. And he was like, he's fucking saved me, And he was really cool. And he's like actually really fucking cool. So there's that. All right. Okay, so back to fucking Worcester. 87, 88. Man, those kids were fucking feds. That was the shit. Those were the fucking, oh my God, those were the feds going to the Grateful Dead and shit. They fucked up, man. The Grateful Dead then came to the motherfucker, oh God, when it came through Worcester. And they actually had buses there. That's when they have some arrests. Like, I can go and they have my shit in front of everywhere. Oh, it's probably that shit is some fake outs and they can try to do some raiding. They actually did. Worcester was supposed to be famous that time. Like, we tried to make some arrests in there. They did actually. Oh, shit. And then they can work it and have that jurisdiction so they could always be fucking with people there. So that's what they fucking. Damn, man. I'm not sure if that's right after. I think that was right. When is Grateful Dead? Yeah. Well, you guys can look that up whenever the fuck they went through there. Because I finally left there in the, when is it? December of 1988. Something like that. I moved out. And I went. But I was working in the theater up until then. From Yeah. Because I moved to Worcester maybe January, maybe December of 86 or January of 87. First started, then I got the job at the theater. It didn't take a real long time. Okay. Damn, that's what those kids are doing. So they become, have a couple volunteering at the theater, and the others would come around. We hang around. Oh, we're good. You could have a childhood, man. You could have like summer camp without these motherfuckers. You got activity. You got places to be. Oh, that was all them, man. Oh shit. Now you know. And now, motherfucker. Um. So that guy was. I always thought, man, that one guy's a kid's dad. He was cool. Um. There was a single dad with a kid, and that guy was on the hook for the feds. That guy was on the naughty list, on the naughty train, on the probation parole. Like fucking, he's a thing because I can recognize that shit. Like now I know. And that guy's cool. He's on the road. He's on the bandwagon. He's actually cool. You need to play it up like he'd be the guy, Mr. Slick. He's too slick. Like he's supposed to be. He's actually really cool too. He's on the list. He's on the naughty. I mean, on the naughty train a little bit. That would be that. Not just way of pretending. But damn, all those fucking kids, and they bring them right up in the theater. Because the one kid that pretended he could do the other kid's voice and called about the padlock. He worked at the radio station, and they actually play records. It's like the old days, right? And so he went through the record collection. We all go there. He had been stealing records and shit. And how the fuck does that work? And how does that last? Like, and like it's so funny because you guys, man, if you guys get this record, you'll see I don't get any of those records. Not even just because I wouldn't. It's just like such a fucking waste of like. It's like if you're at a station, radio station, you can use them. It's a public thing. It's like it's supposed to be, and then they let him in there, and he's gonna go fucking do that to them, steal records. He's like brought us in there and said, "Which records do you want?" We're supposed to get whichever fucking one. So you get any fucking whatever you wanted. All the shit. I already had all the Jimi Hendrix. Now I don't fucking have it. I wish I fucking because they make a thing. But I used to collect every single fucking thing. And there's way more that they never had out. But I had every fucking single one, every obscure fucking thing. And that's all I care about anyway. Like if it was Jimi Hendrix and I didn't have it, I would have been like, okay. But they didn't. But I had it all. All the everything. And it was like too much. Like it's like kind of tearing apart the library. And it's a betrayal. It's like they trust him. It's a betrayal of trust. And it's like, God, it's not like I'm just. It's like, how can you get that? And because he's lying. He's a fucking liar, man. It's always like, yeah, we got naughty train. We got all the naughty. We got all the thing. And they'll leave it and rack it up, man. Oh, my God, that guy was too slick. So they had those fucking kids. Yeah, we're always a year off from college. Traveling. And we go from one motherfucker to another. That was that fucking shit, man. And they do the Grateful Dead. Damn, the kids, they open. And then Grateful Dead gets all busted up in there. You guys will see it, too. They already fucking know it because all that shit's Jerry and everything. That's all the fucking CIA. All the way. They just fucking watch. It doesn't matter. And they don't fucking care, man. And you can tell, I can tell. I knew one of those guys, I think he'd go to the temple, the Hell's Angels. He'd be like, we're in the Black Widows. I was in the Black Widows. He'd be like that. And he just goes to poetry. He does poetry. Had a metal plate in his head. I think it's true too. And he didn't tell. He said he went to trial. They had him do it. He said, I can't identify him. I don't know who the fuck they look like. They hit him with fucking the pool cue thing or something, and it fucking they had to get a metal plate in his head. He seemed like it too. He is. I know. Yeah, he is. He's that guy. He's that guy that's God, man. You know the chick that's all going rocked around, and then there's a guy kind of with the Italian nose or something, right? Or near, like in front-ish. Something, that's him, man. He did some good poetry, too. That's where you get into moose. That's what I'm saying, you can't get into moose milk. Motherfuckers in my 6 they can't get into moose. Elk. Moose. He comes to the temple. Damn, man, so they're doing that shit to us. Man, in Worcester, they had to bring all that shit around and all their friends with my brother. And, okay, because so I'm living there in Worcester and I'm going to the theater. So my brother comes moving in. Like, they had put my brother out in fucking Baltimore and different shit. He never did it. Got that thing I said, though, but, fucking man. I got my brother into theater. I got him his job. He was like a fucking, and then he does like construction stuff with it and theater. So he's always that. So MI6 got him, or whatever, like sort of, I call it that. But like, yeah. And then do you fucking, just like, hey, let's work out your issues and you need a box of Kleenex. And fucking, yeah, whatever it is, it has to be this way, that way. Compartmentalize it like their shit. Can't talk, like, and then whatever the fuck is bullshit. So that's not what is it. I'm the one who fucking did that, man. Because he came to visit. So he's looking at the theater and stuff. And I'm the janitor. The janitor, wear my business suit. I get everything from the thrift store run by the Benedictine. I don't think the Franciscans are a Benedictine. But I think he's actually say Benedictine. Benedict was loved animals and stuff and was vegetarian. But it doesn't mean Franciscan, but Franciscan's a part of the Benedictines. Benedictine's the original. But I think he said Benedictine. I guess it was cool. Sort of like a black guy. That's like fucking smart as shit. And you'd be at that thrift store. And Brad got his like place on top of the hill. And they had the whole wall like with brick. I was like so back. I didn't have my fucking the Devil Wears Prada, man. Can you actually say I said? And maybe you could put some over the wall. And he says, no, it's cool bricks. The whole fucking wall was just bare brick and fucked up. And so was the other costume design guy. He said, no, it's way better. And I was like, oh yeah. Because I didn't know all that shit yet. And it was way the fuck better. It was fucking cool. That guy would like be like, he's just dumb like a dog. And we'd all say, and we joke Brad, because Brad is like, doesn't quit. He's like always catty. He's always talking shit. Everyone's like, it's like all that, he just catty all the fucking time and everyone. We're going to take Susan's nose and nail it to the wall. She was like the wife of the guy who owned the theater. Or the head of the guy. Yeah, they were cool too. And they'd be up in the front office. All the other guys would be in the back office, and this probably all designed. That whole fucking theater was all under the parking lot. Oh, that's original CIA shit. Oh, that's the one. Oh, for the tunnels. Man, they put me all through there. They said go through the fucking thing, the tunnel system to the mall. Because it was like, it wasn't even dying mall yet. It was still good, and then they make it die later. But I could go there, go to the trash, go all up and around the tunnel system. And I was supposed to. And be like weirdly there. And I'd do it too. I'd go on lunch break and I'd weirdly have to go back all through. Oh, I get dreams about it. I used to get these dreams about it in the mazes and stuff. And then, I have the one that goes out the other way toward that parking garage, and you come up in there. And they have more of it. And I used to dream there's more. And then someone will know or think. And that bitch don't know. The coyote, she don't fucking know. Or they won't even put it, they have it capped off and you could just bang the floor and dig in there, it's down there, capped off, right? Damn, man. Because that's the whole thing was built for them. That was built for the theater. They tore the whole place up and rebuilt it. All those buildings in that parking garage. And it's the underground theater. They're like Foothills Theater, and it's underground. It's like I'm in it's a nice big theater, too. It's all underground. That's the original Solomon in the fucking CIA fucking tunnel. And baiting these motherfuckers. We're the Phoenix program. They don't even know there is that. They don't even know that. And with the shitheads, man. And everyone watching, bringing the fucking feds in. Oh, fucking shit. That is, man. Oh my God, those kids were faking it. Man, that's why they get that way. That's why you get that touchy shit. And then it can like come around, like I say, stop thinking I'm shit. The Grateful Dead ones in a certain way. and it goes a certain way in a certain timing. Man, they're fucking, all that shit's always been a lie my whole fucking life, too. I think, what is it? Some sexual politic or something like that. Or they've been through the shit. Or they either hate you, or it says, yeah, we can't have it, or it goes, he'll be around, like, I don't know, competition for that or whatever, it does this or that. And they've been through the thing, like, they had experience in life, so you gotta count the seats on the fucking car and fucking boyfriend, girlfriend, fucking things, or if you feel sorry for, and it's a fucking lie, they're not like that. They're fucking just fake. And especially they're not hip or anything. They're fucking, you are not hip. Damn, man. That was a fucking Fed school. Motherfuckers. That was Fed like fucking, that was like actual DEA motherfucker. All the way. That's just fucking flat out. Damn, man. Oh, shit. So there, I got you that already. And I just, like, you heard me coming up with it. Because this is the real shit. Like, as it's like coming to my head. Freud went to Worcester. The only place he went to Worcester, talking about this, like free flowing. He went to Worcester. He had to take a shit though. They fucked him. They probably did it on purpose. Because he goes, he's to Worcester, and they eat some hamburger or something like that. That's good. Oh, then I have to take a shit. And you can't take a shit in America. He talk about it. He's all like, even though he's supposed to talk about all this, like it's hard. He has to take 2 months to fucking write it out from the German and stuff. How you can't take a shit in America. I gotta take a shit. Like down the block, down the street, down the fucking building up and around there. You go on there, and then you gotta come around. And in fucking Europe, they got fucking 1,000 years of fucking the king's diarrhea, and it's like fucking, and these motherfuckers are over there. They fucking set him up. Like all the American stuff, they think they got it good. No, we'll just fuck with him. We'll fuck with him a little. He'll eat his corned beef, and he's like, oh, it's delicious uncooked meat, and fucking, he's gonna have the shit, and then like something, or he has to stand there in his suit or can't sit. Like fucking, and fucked up his fucking trip, man. Which is what they fucking did, man. I think he went to Niagara Falls too, didn't he? Or not? Or am I thinking about something else? Am I just going, Worcester, you didn't talk anywhere except for Worcester. No, I'm thinking about fucking something else. Fucking, he just went to Worcester and they went. Something, right? The only place he talked was in Clark University. Damn. Okay, so those kids, they brought those in. Okay, so I'm at the theater, I'm working there, and my brother comes up. He's going to go stay with my mom because he's done being somewhere. Like, he had been in actually, what is it? Oh, it's really cool. Like, Ocean City. I've been there and been with the family. And they've been nice to him, taking care of him. And then the mom gets sick, so he's, like, obligated. And he's supposed to be helping her. And it's, like, kind of a drag. And he does that. And maybe it's even, they set that shit up. And they put him around. But then, somehow, and he comes around. He comes back up. Comes out to Worcester. So me and him walk around the theater. And we go in to where the set builder guy is. And that guy was cool. And he'd have his like little, it was supposed to be like an independent business, right, in the same place. He'd contract with them and stuff. And he could also build stuff for other things that aren't just the theater. And so that guy was kind of cool and interesting. And he'd have a couple of people that work for him. And then, and I was always Mr. Slick in my little suit and tie or whatever. A lot of the time that I get from that thrift store, I'd be ridiculous. The executor janitor is Brad called it or something. And then and so the set builder guy says, "Oh, is your brother do?" So I did. My brother. And what does he do? And I said he's a carpenter and a set builder, just like that. I was like, Mr. Slick. And my brother got embarrassed, and that's it. Like next day, I think he's working there. He's like, just like, I don't know. They talked later. It was an embarrassing time, but then it connected. And then my brother was like the thing, and his main guy. He wanted to use my brother to be the main guy, because my brother will do the stuff. He's all tall. He's way fucking strong. He's got like his frame's 2 inches taller than me, or fucking something, an inch taller. He's got big. He's like he's more bigger boned. He used to do skateboarding. His last name's Hawks, but it's like he's like you have Tony Hawk, but he would do the skateboard, so it's kind of weird. He'd go up and down, up and flip around on the half pipe, and do all that. So that's his thing. So he's doing that, and he learned all the shit, and that's why he's always like in the theater business or out an extension of that or whoever with the fucking guys, man. That's the thing. And they were in Santa Fe, all the fucking shit. Like I was saying before. Up the chimneys of Los Alamos. I'm gonna get that. The Rosenbergs, that picture, and have a thing, it says never again. That'll hit them just as hard, right? Up the chimneys of Los Alamos, or never again. The motherfuckers. Right? Okay. Damn, man. So that's why my brother's there. So my brother's there. I'm working there. And all these kids come in. I think it's like they come after. Maybe it's after. Shit. And we're all hanging out with them. And, I'd be like maybe 2 kids that volunteer or 3. Because they do other businesses. But then all the kids from that thing would come visit there. And so then everyone would be like, that would be so nice. And you could go to their house like across. You go way down the road and on up. And it was like, they had a good bus system though. The central thing was right there at the theater, and then all buses in Worcester, they don't have like an out, at least they did, and everything comes and goes through the center of town, which is cool. So all the buses would just go straight out there. Any bus that was going to go to that Polytechnic Institute or something, whatever, would probably go through there. What is that street called? Down there, but yeah, look it up sometime. Man, that is so Turtle Boy. Oh shit, man, because they had the thing. There's the DEA and the fucking shit. Okay, and all the shit. Damn, man. There's a little like school. That's how they do that. How do you train that shit? Oh, motherfuckers! And then saying that kid was gonna die. I'm thinking that kid's gonna die, and he's all quiet because he's the alcoholic. That was fucking trained. And I thought he was gonna fucking die. That he's not gonna make it. And nobody else cared enough. I think I need to tell the counselor or something. Because when it's time and they get their super guidance counselor, it's all fucking nice. It's all fucking drug enforcement agency fucking like little college school. Motherfuckers. Hooking into that shit with a garbage fucking CIA. From fucking that Carbondale shit, that fucking molester shit. Motherfuckers telling me I should steal and shit. We should steal records from the thing. Or maybe it's even good because we'll get stuff, but it's supposed to be, they want you like your shit. When these motherfuckers get to just have all their tax or whatever the fuck. The taxes that fucking pay them, going one and out the other. Fuck, man, that's what these motherfuckers were. Shit. And they got that, I told you that theater, didn't I tell you they're on the hook? And I was just saying, I was thinking I was being grumpy. And they're fucking, they got every fucking Jew is like fucking, they got them fucking by the balls. And they don't fucking know, because they got that one guy coming, that's a Momo. My friends, my shit don't work, they'll even have it. And that's the shit, man.